Alright, we're going to talk a few minutes about how to find arrowheads on rivers. This is the basic setup that I take with me every place I go. Let's just start with the Garrett Ace 400. Never really like arrowhead hunting much better than looking with a metal detector. I think the stuff's just more interesting that you find. But you're walking and looking real close to the ground anyway. Why not swing this too and find double the amount of items? I don't take it every time I go, I guess, but almost. If I'm really onto the arrowheads and I'm really finding them, you know, I would care less about a coin, no matter what it was, but I want the arrowheads. But this is a plus, especially, I guess, if you'd be walking big cornfields. Imagine what's in the ground in them. It's hard to say, and find a lot of stuff. But as for the arrowheads, you can use regular chicken wire, 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch, and make a box sifter, but they are heavy. When you get the wood in the water, it always absorbs a little bit, and you have to carry a 30-pound box sifter in to where you want to look. This is a dishwasher screen. It's from a big industrial dishwasher. I've probably had it 15 years. You can see the rocks stuck in it where I've been sifting. They work great. You never have to replace the screen, and it probably weighs, I would guess, 4 pounds tops, maybe 3. It's great. The holes are small enough, you know, not too much. Maybe a very tiny bird point could go through there, or maybe a tip of a broken point, but you're not going to miss much. You're going to pretty much get it all. It's a great tool to help you find artifacts. You also just need a standard shovel, and I really recommend these claw rakes. Sometimes if you're going to sift on a river with large dams is what you want, like the Ohio, the Mississippi, any place where there's a high bank. When the dams are put in, what happens is it makes it just like a lake. So the water comes up, erodes the bank, all the stuff falls out of the bank and lays on the beach. Well, there's a layer on every beach where it was occupied. It can be 1 foot thick, 2 foot thick, or down under the sand of the beach, or it could be right on top and exposed. So if you surface hunt and you're finding points, you need to do this. And what you want to do is just take your shovel and start at the water's edge and just scoop it up and put it in your screen. If you can see flint on the surface, you're going to see flint in your screen, and it's going to be an enormous amount. And I will take this with me out on the river and show you. I just wanted to do my first video of what you will need to attempt this. I also kind of recommend these. A lot of places on the river, when stuff comes out of the bank, it'll fall down on the beach and it'll get hung up in small tree roots, and those are some of the best places. You can cut the tree roots, rake the stuff out, the gravels out with the claw rake, and then scoop it up with your shovel, put it right in your screen, pull it out to the water and sift it. And it's the best technique for finding points every time you go. I also recommend a headlamp. The headlamp, if you're on a good site on the river and it's starting to get dark, you are not going to want to go home. I hook this up. It gives you just like daylight. You can dig into the night. This time of year it's great because it's hot during the day. Sometimes I'll wake up in the middle of the night, I can walk to the river, I will just get my gear ready, go over, and I can look at 2 o'clock in the morning. And as for looking like this on a river, you can look 12 months a year, just as long as the river's not frozen clear across. You have to break ice to get to the layer. You're good to go. So if you want to go on a river and try this technique, I would try to get this stuff. The sifter and the shovel is the most important. I guess the other stuff you could do without. But I will get back with you with the results of this technique, show you what to look for on the river, how to find encampments, and find arrowheads immediately. You can have dozen-point afternoons with this technique on a good site. I see a lot of people walking beaches on the river on YouTube and just surface hunting. Well, that's good. You know, I used to do that early on, but once you start sifting, it's a whole new ball game. So I'll get back with you in a few days when I'm out on the river finding artifacts, and you can see the results. If you have any questions, just post it in the comments. Later.